Hello, hello, hello. So as we like it, the Man United direction. As you know, United have just beaten Omonia yesterday night, which was a very, very tense game. United had 34 attempts on goal and only one went in. 12 of those was saved by a goalkeeper named Francis Uzono, a great African Nigerian goalkeeper who was a goalkeeper for the under 17, I think the under 21, if I'm mistakenly correct. Check that if I'm not right. But he did a great job. Perfect. He was perfect. When I mean from the first minute, it was from Rashford, from Bruno, from Ronaldo. He was like a cat from left to right, but he was on point. Yes, United's finishing was poor, but whatever came to him, he said till the 93rd minute, till the 93rd minute, McTominay found a way through that, beat him. But he came onto the press conference with manager Neil Lennon, beaming smile that he is a Manchester United fan. It was a pleasure. Because he is actually a second choice goalkeeper to another goalkeeper who performed the race last week, goalkeeper Fabiano, who got shoulder injury, and that's when Francis Uzono was allowed to play. But he left the stadium with a standing ovation because this guy was on fire. Apart from the goal that went in, nothing went past him. He was diving like a cat from one end to the left end, tipping balls across the bar, over the bar, pushing Rashford twice one on one. Rashford could not beat him. Those Rashford must be thinking. He even told Ronaldo it was a pleasure playing against you. The guy was so humble. He said he thanks God for giving him the opportunity to play in this big stadium. That he's a United fan, and his dad is also Nigerian. He's also a Manchester United fan as well. So the humility of him. So he did say, I'm going to quickly read this quickly for you. He did say. I'm very proud of the team. This is what Neil Lennon said, the manager. I'm very proud of the team. He said, uh, I'm not happy that we lost again. We fought, the boys really fought very hard to get a result. Players don't usually join the managers for Europeans on press conferences, but because of this performance, he was allowed to come on I'm talking about Francis Uzono, demanded his presence on that press conference. Um, he was sipping on his bottle of water, listening to Lennon's praise of his performance, and occasionally breaking into a smile. He smiled a lot. When questions were put to him, he couldn't hide that it was my best performance. I have to admit, Uzono said, I'm very happy, he said, and every right to be. He has a by the final was the Man United had managed 34 shots on Uzono's goal. 13 were on target. Uzono saved 12 of those 13 on target. The first came as early as the second minute of play from Marcus Rashford, calling a dipping shot which he tipped over the post. Um, Uzono denied Rashford again, and when he put the ball down the left hand side, then also denied Rashford on a one-on-one. The fourth, it's just like they're just breaking everything down. It's just ridiculous. Um, then the top save was when he put that one up from Casemiro's pile driver. He pushed onto the post. That was fantastic. Um, he saved Anthony's shot. Then he parried it. Rashford couldn't finish it off. He saved the double save. So it's just his saves were just by this point Ozono's playing the game of his life, despite not playing in the first leg because Fabiano was in goal last week and he also made some great saves. But this saves yesterday were on another level. But Paul Scholes came out to say, yes, he made some great saves. Apart from the Casemiro save he pushed onto the park, the rest were good saves. That United were just poor finishers. I know Paul Scholes, he's so hard, but it is what it is. Um, he he um he took a picture with Ronaldo, took a picture with De Gea. David Gea says his idol. He took a picture with Ten Hag. Ten Hag praised him, said you did a good job, good saves. Um, he's a 23-year-old Nigerian goalkeeper. He's he's the second choice goalkeeper for Omonia. He's not the first choice. He is. Uzono was widely blamed for Nigeria's failure to qualify for the World Cup, which compelled international teammates to rush to his defense. Uzono to offer an apology on social media. This past couple of days have been the worst in my lifetime. I wanted to take my nation to Qatar, but rather the opposite. I know that football means to a lot of people in my country. I promise not to make mistakes like that again. I think the goal he conceded against Ghana in the Nigeria's qualification to the World Cup. He was never forgiven for that, but football's a funny old game, isn't it? Anyway, back to Francis Uzono, man of the match without a doubt. He's a Nigerian goalkeeper, 23-year-old, second choice goalkeeper for Omonia, was played the time of his life. He said he ran out his team he supports as a kid. His dad is also a United fan. He was happy. He spoke to Ronaldo. That was a pleasure playing against Ronaldo. He said he's David De Gea's his idol. He took a picture with the Ten Hag, and this might be a goalkeeper who might come to United one day. We just never know, but. He gave Old Trafford fans something to think about. To save 12 shots, 12 attempts, Rashford just could not find a way around it. But this is what we said. But another thing, the three things we learned from today was the mentality, the toughness not to give up, constantly going and going and going and going. This was Eric Ten Hag time that was got. So one thing we learned was United not giving up. They kept going. The second thing we learned about is the finishing against low blocks has got to be better. The delivering to the box has to. There was not much delivering to the box. I'm sorry, Bruno, Anthony. They were poor. There was no balls in the box for Ronaldo to head to. There was none of that. It was Bruno just shooting and passing, just taking shots all over the damn place. So the delivery was poor today. The finishing was poor today. And the third thing United have to take from this, the third most important thing, is patience. They were patient. On another day, these balls would have gone in. Francis Uzono is a top keeper. So the mentality was great. The delivery and application and clinical finishing was off today. That was one thing we need to take note. And the third thing was the patience in constantly trying, not giving up, not rushing, just trying to build. Yes, there were two banks of four. They had 9 players behind the ball, which was tough. But United, with the technical players they had, should have done a bit more. Anthony should have done more. Rashford did what he could do, but what Sancho did was great. When he cut in and dribbled and passed perfect, that was great. But Anthony needs to do more than that. Raza, he had a poor game. I'm gonna tell you that. He only had one good shot on target. But other than that, there's the delivery to the box was poor. Ronaldo did not get any balls to him. He had to create his own chances. And that is all I got to say. But Ten Hag said he gives the guys, he commends the guys for constantly going and pushing and not giving up. So that's all. So our next game is Newcastle on Sunday. I'll talk to you about that same. We'll do a match preview tomorrow and we'll take it from there. From me, I'm Tim Russell. Don't forget to subscribe. We are 60 away from 3,200. So your subscription will help us get to that target. Thank you very much. I'll see you on the next one. Frank Unzo, great job.